Hey everyone, Sullivan here and welcome back to another random match here on WWE 2K19. Now this one was suggested by Realize and it is Walter versus Lars Sullivan. Interesting one, this Lars Sullivan, of course. I don't know what's happened with him. I really feel sorry for him. Related to all my life, of course, he suffered from an anxiety attack backstage before he was due to make his debut, and coming from someone who also suffers with anxiety, I know it's an absolutely horrible thing, and it can take a very, very long time to get over as well. So, it's I really hope the best for him. I mean, he's obviously a great physical specimen. He's a very intelligent man as well. I believe he's got a degree as well from university or college, whatever it's called in America, I believe. I might be completely wrong here, but I really do hope he does get a better opportunity. He was supposed to be the man siding alongside Daniel Bryan. I do think that Eric Rowan suits that role a bit better, though, to be honest, but it's interesting. And I hope the Lars Sullivan does get his opportunity. But talking of people getting opportunities, here comes Walter. He's a big lad. He's an amazing, amazing wrestler. A lot of you might not know about him, but I'm assuming actually no. I take it back. More or less everyone out there would have heard of Walter. We're all big wrestling fans around here. We know what's going on. Walter, of course, joined WWE NXT recently and will be wrestling Pete Dunne for the NXT United Kingdom Championship at the TakeOver before WrestleMania. So if you've not seen him wrestle before, you are in for an absolute treat. The bell goes and we are underway. But talking about, wow, Lars Sullivan's strength is incredible. But talking about NXT UK, do not forget that it is coming for you very, very soon. Of course, we finished our 205 Live Universe mode a few days ago, and NXT UK will be the next Universe mode in. And just like the New Japan one, it is going to be a longer Universe mode. There's a lot of cool stuff we can do with that, so I'm looking forward to really getting into what we can get done with NXT UK, and I think you'll enjoy the first few episodes. I'm going to change things with the way I start these Universe modes, and I think it's going to be a fun way to really showcase what we have. But of course, Walter will be one of the main parts of that NXT UK roster. And I've got a few more surprises for you. I'm definitely going to be improving that roster. It's going to be a lot stronger than it is in real life. We are going to take a lot of current WWE stars that would qualify for the UK roster, and maybe one or two others that we just want to add in just to enhance the roster. But either way, that's enough of that. You can keep an eye out for that next weekend. But this is a big one. Like I suggested by Realize, it's a cracking match, to be honest with you. A nice outside-the-box match that we could see in the next few years. And of course, any other suggestions for random matches, please do drop them down in the comment section down below. And of course, as always, if yours does get pulled out of the hat, you'll get a shout-out in the process. Our list is looking quite slim at the moment, to be honest. There's not that many left on the list, so definitely make sure you get your suggestions down below. And like I said, they'll get put in the hat, and there's a very good chance it could get pulled out. No limitations. Like I say, you can watch whatever you want. If you want to see an old-school wrestling match, do it. You want to see some attitude, do it. You want to see something that spans across old and new, do it. You want to see CM Punk versus Macho Man Randy Savage? I'm up for that. Brian Pillman versus Dean Ambrose? There's lots of really cool ideas you can put forward, so like I said, do not limit yourself. Sullivan with a pin, only a one count. There's Walter taking Sullivan down. Both guys back up on their feet. I like this Walter core. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, because this will be the core we're using for the Universe mode, so let me know what you think about it. But I quite like it, to be honest. He's going to rock a bit of the earthquake there. There's the pin. It's only enough for a one count, though. Lars Sullivan kicking out. Walter sends Sullivan into the corner, face first, and a clothesline to the back as well. For Walter just slamming the knee of Lars Sullivan into the mat. Went for the boot in the gut, but Sullivan's back up and a Fez press, and the right hand's raining down on the grounded Walter. Sullivan brings him back up to his feet and he's going to try and scoop slam him, but I think Sullivan's energy is starting to falter a bit here. He lifted Walter with relative ease at the beginning of the match, but now it's become a bit more difficult for him to do so. I mean, wrestling a large opponent like this, if you do try and lift them, it is going to take a lot of energy out of you. But there's, oh, look at that released German suplex. And just talk about the lack of strength later in the match. And Walter just launched Sullivan across the ring and another one right into the corner as well. Yeah, Walter's going to be a real dominant force in our universe mode, I think. Big elbow right into the chest of Sullivan. There's the pin. 1. Only a 1 count. Walter looking for the boot in the gut. And Sullivan rolls him over into a Boston Crab, but I think Walter's going to be close enough to the rope to be able to get a hold of it, does he? He doesn't need to. He uses his leg strength just to pop Sullivan. That's probably the better idea, to be honest, because it means that he can get the upper foot. If he grabbed the ropes and then Sullivan would have released the hold, then Sullivan would have been stood there waiting for Walter. Whereas by sort of taking him out the way he did, he took control of the match back at the same time. Walter with a big back elbow and a clothesline, taking Sullivan down. Bringing him back up to his feet now. Walter, big chop. Just dropping Sullivan across the ropes, and now he's just going to... What's he up to here? Oh, just rings him back neck first into the top rope. Of course, remember that is woven steel covered in electrical tape. It's not as springy as it's made out to be. It does hurt a lot. It's not like elastic or anything like that. Sullivan goes the longest possible way to find himself to the top turnbuckle. Walter tried to roll away, but I think Sullivan's still going to go for it. Diving headbutt. Wow, right to the shoulder of Walter. And now Sullivan bringing Walter up. Is that called the Freak Slam? I forgot what it's called now, you know. Either way, it may have just won in the match. Oh, Walter kicked out on a 2. Sullivan could not believe it. Bringing Walter back up to his feet, but Walter now big knee strike into the face of Lars Sullivan. Now stalking the grounded Sullivan. What does Walter have planned here? Nice, look at that. It's almost like a gut-wrench powerbomb as such, but slightly different. Either way, it's enough for Walter to get the free count, showcasing his ability. Wow. So once again, I asked you the question in the comment section down below. What do you think of this Walter? Do you think it's good enough for us to use in the universe mode? I mean, there was one that was more downloaded, but I feel like this is the best one. The only thing that gets me, I feel like his shoulders and arms maybe a little bit too small. I might be wrong. It might just be my eyes. But yeah, let me know what you think down below as well. I really like this Walter. And I like Lars Sullivan, I do. It's a shame we can't really use him much more now. Of course, we had him as part of our NXT Universe mode to start things off, but never really got a hell of a lot of action. And I've got plans if we did go for a WWE Universe mode, which I don't think we'd go into now because I feel like the New Japan and NXT UK Universe modes might actually last us the entirety now of the rest of this year's game. But we'll see what happens as we move forward. Anyway, once again, thank you very much to Realize for this suggestion. It was a great match, and any other suggestions of random matches, do drop them down below. And of course, remember, the sky is the limit. You pick whatever you want. I'm happy to download the cores, arenas, and so forth. However, if it is something really outside the box and the cores are not available, unfortunately, I won't be able to do it. But either way, I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe if you're new around here, and I will see you very, very soon for our next random match, and of course, our New Japan and NXT UK Universe modes. Bye.